Greetings from live from Myrtle Beach on June 15th, 2010. Because I'm on vacation, this is not going to be as long as usual. Usually I go about 12 or 13 minutes, but I'm going to cut this short just because I want to spend some time with my family. As you can see, I'm inside, and my family is out there somewhere on the beach enjoying the ocean and the nice weather. So hopefully that will be okay with all of you, that I keep this a little bit shorter. What are you learning about yourself through this internship? I'd have to say that as far as learning about myself, I'm learning that I have a lot in my head that I want to do as far as research-based practices and how to improve the school and all the experiences for both the teachers and all of our students. However, sometimes I worry that I don't know how to do what I need to get done or even where to begin. And I think that means that I'm learning about myself is that sometimes I need to step back and just refocus and maybe let more people in so they can contribute and offer some suggestions. Sometimes I do try to do the Lone Ranger approach, and I'm learning that that's not necessarily right to do. And I'm getting better at that, but I definitely need to step back a little bit and get a better perspective. And I think this project with the equity audit is helping me do that. What is happening with your project this week? As far as this week, as of Monday, I'll be honest with you, not much because I'm on vacation with my family. However, last week I spent a lot of time just breaking down data, everything from years of service for teachers, how many of them have master's degrees, how many of them have been in the same position for several years, what their certifications are. I broke down an entire year's worth of discipline data, which was kind of disturbing as far as a leader because, I'd probably say 75–80% of our discipline issues are with male students. I've even broken it down by teacher, and there are definitely a few teachers who handle discipline a lot better than others. I have one teacher who probably had over 120 referrals, and I know the teacher had a lot. I didn't know that much because that's not something I was looking at throughout the year, but obviously that's something that I need to address with that teacher as far as looking at classroom procedures and what they're doing in the class to engage their students, because that might be part of the problem. In fact, it probably is one of the main issues. Other than that, I broke down PSSA data, which is our state assessment. Our results came back on June 10th, so I spent a lot of time looking at my 7th and 8th grade and 11th grade, breaking down the data, looking at everything, the subjects of math, reading, science, and writing, and breaking it down by gender, breaking it down by students who are identified as needing learning support or students who have been identified as economically disadvantaged, and also by ethnicity. And there were some surprises, mainly no surprises. Now comes the hard part when I get back to work on Monday, and that's trying to figure out how to address those issues that the equity audit is bringing out. And that's probably the harder part of it, but it's probably also the most exciting part of it because we really get down to business and making some of the needed changes in our district. What are you reading this week? What are you learning? This week I'm not really reading too much. Again, I'm on vacation. But for the other class, I was reading Leading Change. And that's a good book, written by, I think it's John Cotter. Doesn't really focus on education, but you can apply his 8-step model for leading change to to education. And a lot of it just makes perfect sense, and I would recommend that book for anybody who is looking to read a book just on organizational transformation. How you apply what you are reading with your project? Again, I think it's as far as applying what I'm reading with the equity audit books, the selections, it's just giving me a different lens to view the school through. As far as the Leading Change book, it's giving me a framework for how to go about leading this change and how we address and how we meet the needs of students, because it's going to be a challenge. I have some teachers who are ready to go and some who will need a little bit of coaxing. The number 5, did anything happen over the past week that influences how you see or experience yourself as a school leader? If yes, what happened? How does this experience impact your school leadership identity? Again, looking at that data and this entire project anyway, I mean, I've done a curriculum audit before and it's a great experience. In fact, some of the work that I did for that in the Youngstown district, I did another one after the class was done on our own district, and we've been making some changes. Not everything I did was used, but we're making some changes, and this equity audit is providing a better glimpse of how we are delivering that curriculum, and is it equitable, or is it meeting the needs of all the students in our district? And the answer is no. So um, as far as a leader goes, it's given me a new perspective. I think it's made me learn how to step back and look at things that are going on within a school, but not from a perspective of a Mercer administrator, but from an outsider almost. So I can be a little more critical of even my own actions and what I've done, what our teachers do, what our central office does. So I think it's making me a better leader by far. So I think I answered all the questions. As always, I look forward to hearing your feedback in the discussion board. And with that being said, I'm going to sign out now because I'm going to go enjoy the beach with my family. Take care.